told you I was going to do something like this. If you don't know what this is actually an anime and a manga called Shuumatsu no Harem. And it should be great. It should be great. It should be, if not great, then really good, and something I should be like recommending, but instead this thing just frustrated me so much. It's so frustrating. That's why the topic title of this video, why it's frustrating, Shuumatsu no Harem. So let me go over the general plot, and then I'll tell you why it's frustrating. Okay, so it's the future, and this guy has MS, and he's going to go into cryostasis. In this timeline, they have nanobots that can, replace the cells in the body that are infected with MS and replace them with healthier ones, and then basically cures you of your MS. But the process takes 5 years. So this guy's about to go into cryostasis for 5 years, and then before he goes, he tells this girl that he has feelings for her. She doesn't say anything to him until right before he's about to go under, and he's literally in the tank, and then she says she's going to wait for him, she's going to be there for him, and all that other crap. And then like his sister, his good friends there, he goes under. 5 years later, he wakes up, there's a strange woman greeting him. All the nurses are staring at him. And the doctor is very different from the one he saw when he went under. He asked him, where's the other doctor? Did he call in sick? And he notices there's a very different world than what he was expecting. Then he gets the big news. News is that a year after he went under, there was a new virus that swept through the entire world. No, not corona, something much worse. They called it the MK virus. MK meaning the male killer virus. Yes, the male killer virus. And in this world now, 5 years later, 99.9% of all men are dead. It infects the male body. In 2 or 3 days, they're dead. Yeah, already it's intense, right? And he's immune. He can't get sick with the MK virus. Just like the other men that are alive. How many men are alive? Well, 5. There are only 5 men alive in this world. There are some men that are in cryostasis, but they're not going to survive much longer. Maybe another year from what this woman is trying to tell them. Is like, look, the men are dying. We can't find a cure. There's no vaccine. The only way we could do this is to basically repopulate the world. And so they beg him to repopulate the world. Have sex with these women. She literally shows them a bunch of women that when they find out he's alive and he can't get sick, these women are basically, volunteering to have sex with him to be impregnated by him to, repopulate the world. This should be great, right? I mean, this is such a weird and fascinating concept. So why is it frustrating? Well, the main character. I hate the main character. You should know one thing about me is that when it comes to stories, whether it's movies, TV shows, manga, anime, Western cartoons, whatever it is, I want and almost need to like the main character. If I don't like them, I can't get into the story because I feel that the main character is the eyes and ears, the person that's going to bring us into their world in a sense. And so this is why I hated Death Note so much, because the main character, that one, I hate him. He was such an arrogant D-bag that it was impossible to get into the story. So is this guy an arrogant D-bag? No, he's not. Why do I hate him so much? He's a bitch boy. Yep. I mentioned years ago, I did a top 5 bitch boys I did a top 5 bitch boys, and I hate the character because he's a bitch boy. They literally beg him to save the world by doing something that comes natural. And he goes, no, I want you to find this woman instead. I'm not going to have sex with any of these women for at least a month until you find this person. And then they're like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? The world needs you to save it by doing something so simple and basic. You can't be bothered to? Are you a eunuch? And what sucks is that this is the person we're following. The next there are like I think 5 or 6 episodes by the time I'm recording this, and I watched the first 2, and it was so hard to get through those 2 episodes because the second episode they show one of the other 5 men that are still alive, and he's living it up. He's getting a nice massage, having TV, getting good meals. They're taking care of him because he's the most precious person in the world, basically. And then literally come up to him and like, hey, here's a list of some women that want to have sex with you, they want to have your kids. You know, who do you want to try to impregnate today? They literally like, they see him watching a movie of an actress that he likes, and they say, hey, you want to have sex with her? I mean, if she says yes, then we'll bring her. And like, this guy is so much cooler. He's so much more interesting. And he ends up meeting our bitch boy protagonist. I know he has a name. I don't care. I'm calling him bitch boy. But he tells him, man, it's good to see another guy here. We don't get a lot of time to talk to people. How you been? Who have you been impregnated so far? I mean, he goes on like, I had this woman, I had an actress, I had a model, I had a celebrity, I had all these, like, it's the life. I didn't even expect this to happen to me. I thought it was a joke at first. But he's enjoying his life. And as soon as he walk away, I'm like, no, can we stay with him? He's cool. He's interesting. I want to be with that guy. I want to hang out with him and his story. I don't want to hang with this bitch boy. But no, we go to the bitch boy, and then they find out this woman that he apparently had feelings for. She was a doctor, and then she just vanished. No explanation. Like, she didn't tell his sister, hey, tell your brother this because I still have feelings for him, all that nonsense. But then she's just like they said, oh, the machines are trying to find a cure, our scientists trying to find a cure, and this bitch boy literally is like, no, I'm not going to have sex with him. Instead, I'm going to find a cure. I'm going to save all the men that are in crosses. It was like, you are not a fucking doctor. You are not a doctor. You have no training whatsoever. You have no medical experience. You are just like one of those a-holes you see online right now, sitting in a car with sunglasses on, saying, I know the truth about this vaccine. I know the truth that the doctors don't want you to know about. It's like, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. And it's like, oh, I hate this guy. And that's the end of the second episode. I was like, I can't watch more of this. This bitch boy is going to make me want to kick something because you have a better character right over there. Why are we following him? I know at that point you're probably making it a porno, but at the same time you could cut that part out and still have the story. You cut out the part with them having sex and just see him doing his everyday life in a sense. But no, instead we're following this big boy who's not likable, who's such like. Don't ever basically throwing themselves at him, and he's eunuching him. It's like, what? Yeah, I can't recommend it. I cannot recommend this movie. This anime. It's manga. It's like he even tries to like weasel his way out of it. What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And they knock out all of them and say, nope, try that. He's like, you think you're the only... And I'm sitting there thinking, like, you really think they didn't think of this? You moron. Yeah, they thought of it. It doesn't work. So I was like, oh. It's so frustrating because this, like I said, this should be great. This should be interesting. This is a post-apocalyptic world where saving it is just having sex and having kids. How do you screw that up? How do you screw that up? My God, people. This might be one of the most frustrating things I've ever watched. Ugh. It was frustrating. It was infuriating things I watched. And it's so bad. Have you seen this anime? Have you seen this manga? If you're younger, you should not watch this, because there's a lot here that it's not for kids. Definitely not for kids. Adults, they should be watching this. This is for adults. Just the content itself is for adults. Kids should not be watching this. But man, I don't know what to say other than that, to be honest. If I keep going, I'm just going to talk in circles about how much this sucks. And it should be great. But man, God, I hate this bitch boy. I need to kick him in the ass. And it's like, dude, you know how lucky you are? You're alive in a world where only 5 men are alive. Jesus. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna go. And you know what? I'm so mad at this. I need to talk about something awesome. I need to balance this. Like Thanos would say, perfectly balanced, like all things should be. So next time, I'm gonna talk about something awesome. I'm gonna talk about something I really like. And so yeah, let me do that next time. But have you seen this? If you're an adult, have you seen this? What did you say? Did you read the manga? Have you read and watched the anime? How many episodes did you get in before you hated this guy? Or do you actually like it? That's kind of curious about that. But until next time, take care. Bye.